welcome to my build log of my dual graphics APU that will be cooled by mineral oil. I will be taking my gaming computer that's in the living room and submerging it into this fish tank, and I will eventually fill that with oil. The system is comprised of an AMD 7850K and an R7 250, neither of which are overclocked, and a gigabyte motherboard and some HyperX RAM. The specs on those aren't really relevant to this build, but just so you know what brands they are. This is the first part of the build log, so please stay tuned to see if you want to see the rest of it. Now, without further waiting, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. Starting on the far right, we have an air pump that I just bought from the local pet store, and also I'm using an ISK 600 case that I had laying around. I bought 15 pounds of black and red rocks, 2 5-pound bags are black, and 1 5-pound bag is red. Some fish plant-like stuff, a pirate ship to give it that fish tank feel, and also the fish tank itself that has the frame of the ISK 600 already inside with a Corsair 600 watt power supply. In a later video, I will definitely show you all the components that are going inside and actually taking them apart from the ISK 300 that they're already in, and then eventually putting them together inside of the ISK 600 frame. Moving on, now I will cover how I went about prepping the fish tank for the components and the mineral oil. First, I started by using the ISK 600 box to hold the wet rocks that I had cleaned. I first laid down a layer of paper towels to try and help absorb any water left over on the rocks themselves. Now, it's pretty important that you thoroughly clean everything you buy from the pet store because it will have dust and other residue on it. Using warm water and soap is the best course of action for this, and although you don't see me do it in the video, I did actually clean all of the things I purchased with soap and water. Hot water, I might add. So as you can see, I am hand rinsing everything that I bought from the pet store, and this did take quite some time, but it was definitely worth it. The last thing that I wanted to do was turn the clear mineral oil into a murky mess. If you do it my way, you definitely need a strainer to prevent rocks from clogging the drain. There are probably better ways that are easier to do this, and although I did not actually seek out and try to do them differently, I probably should have. But I was a bit impatient. I chose to try and layer the rocks between paper towels to help dry them off as fast as possible, which didn't work out too well. I ended up having to use a fan to help dry them off while also drying them off by the handful. This took a few hours to accomplish, but in the end, it was all worth it. So here's my super ghetto fan drying solution that worked out pretty poorly. As some of you may notice, this isn't exactly the best setup or even a good solution, but nevertheless, I did get the rocks dried. While waiting for the rocks to dry, I went ahead and took the opportunity to clean my 20-gallon fish tank with the standard glass cleaner. You're going to want to do this to remove any fingerprints or other debris that may reside on the fish tank itself, and that's what counts for both. Unfortunately, we'll have to take a break from this video because not all of my parts are in yet, and so I can't start filming the next video until they do. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for poor video quality and sound as I don't have professional equipment, and did this super last minute thanks to a buddy who said I should record it. So thanks to him for forcing my hand, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to watch the next one. In that video, I will begin taking apart the ISK 300 and installing some new hardware that will go into the fish tank. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.